Why are Brits always sunburned?
Are Brits circumcised?
A Brit after 5 drinks in a good mood
Is your best friend.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly what you mean.
Hi, I am Claire.
And I am Kirpa, and today we're going to be answering many Googled questions about being British.
I'm scared to see how people interpret the United Kingdom. I don't think it's going to be very positive.
I don't think so either.
Why are Brits so obsessed with tea?
Colonialism.
It's just such a British thing though, so part of our culture. Yeah, always like, stop for a cuppa.
Yeah.
Fancy a cuppa?
Yeah, or if someone's upset, it's, oh, I'll go put the kettle on. We can sit down and talk about it.
It's like a warm hug.
It's a whole event around it. Yeah, and so many different like weird things like, do you put the milk in first? Do you put the milk in after?
Yeah.
What kind of biscuit can you dunk in your tea?
Yeah, how many seconds can you leave the biscuit in before it falls apart?
The most British thing about me is probably that I apologise for absolutely everything. Just cannot stop saying sorry. The most British thing I can't stand is all of these Brits on holiday. You know, the ones who get really, really drunk and scream at people. Like, it's so embarrassing.
Why are British eggs orange?
Are they orange? We have orange yolk. You know, sometimes you get the special yolk in the middle.
Maybe it's that.
I never knew that eggs came in a different colour until I moved abroad. I never knew this. I thought all eggs were this orange, beigey kind of colour, and I always thought that in American cartoons eggs were white just because that's how they were in cartoons. I never knew that they were different colours. The most British thing about me is my approachability. I can't stand tea. That is the biggest thing I can't stand about Britishisms.
Why is British food so bad? Okay.
So I love it, but I think people from other places, I think they don't understand. Yeah, it's very bland, I would say. It's not the most interesting, but it's so homely and comforting.
We're very limited in our dishes.
Yes.
It's just a lot of chips and a lot of sauces and a lot of carbs.
Yeah, if you're hungover
Best food in the world.
and you get fish and chips from the
Oh my
chippy,
God.
that is going to sort you out. The most British thing about me is a dry sense of humour and a deep fear of offending other people. The thing I find most annoying about the UK is the price of the trains and that the pubs close at 11 p.m.
The most British thing about me is my sarcastic and dry sense of humour. The British thing that I cannot stand is our culture towards pretending like everything's okay.
Why are Brits so reserved?
I'd hazard a guess at the whole old school mentality of children are to be seen and not heard.
Yeah.
And you need to be polite and quiet and do as you're told and put in your place.
Sometimes we aren't actually very straightforward. We are, instead of being like, I don't like you doing this, people are like, actually, I'm not too sure about the way you're potentially doing this, but I think we could be doing say it in the most long-winded way.
I think Brits are so scared of offending each other, so we just want to be nice, but then I think it actually makes us less nice ultimately because we're secretly resentful.
100%.
Why are Brits so snobby? Because we're the best.
Definitely a French person wrote this. No, I'm joking.
I think the general idea of people thinking of British people abroad, they must assume that everybody's like upper middle class and like, but we're not. And most British people I know are so down to earth.
This is a quite classic one. Why are Brits always sunburned?
Yeah, I definitely turn into a lobster in the sun.
We don't get that much sun. It's always like rainy or cloudy, or there's always some reason. So we're always out in the sun. We always want to be in the sun. So either we forget to put sun cream on because we're like, oh, well, it's only 15 degrees. It can't be that strong. Or we've slathered it on and we're like, okay, we're fine for the day.
If you come home without a bit of sunburn from a holiday, people won't take you seriously.
Why do Brits drink so much?
Oh my God, there's so much to
Because we're
say
all
about
borderline
this.
depressed.
Yeah, truly. There's a toxic combination of vitamin D deficiency, seasonal affective disorder, small houses. It's escapism for sure.
Actually, that's one of the things I do miss. Like people from all generations like coming into like one bar and like getting so drunk together they lose all inhibition. I miss those sticky carpets. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly what you mean.
Are Brits circumcised?
It's definitely a very American thing. It's really cultural. They find it weird if you're not circumcised, whereas it's definitely not a British thing, unless you have a medical reason or you're Jewish.
How do British guys flirt?
Not very well. What they do is they have at least 3 pints, and then maybe they'll come up and say, all right.
Me, I'm like, does this guy actually want to kill me because he's been staring at me for the past 4 hours?
I've always just flirted with people by being friends and then just getting along.
Thanks for sticking around for this long and clearing up some cliches with us about British culture.
If there's anything that surprised you or any cliches that you know of that we didn't cover today, stick it in the comments down below.
Yeah, remember to like, subscribe and follow for more.